Everybody over here, everybody over there, arms folded. Let's get him. This is called Straight Edge by fucking Patron. Here we go. Let's get him. Let's get him. Wake him up. Come on.
Live from the zombie apocalypse, it's the New York Hardcore Chronicles live, sponsored by Fryette Amplification and New York Hardcore Comics. Good to see everybody from around the world. I see you all checking in. Scotland, Denmark, Germany, Nova Scotia. Goddamn, God bless. Listen, we got a great show today. We got Jimmy G from Murphy's Law coming on. We're going to have a lot of laughs. We're going to have a lot of fun. Jump into the comment pool there. I want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. Any questions for Jimmy G and all that. We're going to keep it moving right away. I just want to remind everyone coming up. We got a couple of shows. Tomorrow is a one I'm really looking forward to. It's the old school Boston Hardcore show tomorrow with Jamie from SSD Control and Jack Kelly from Slapshot. So that's tomorrow. Everybody come by for that. And then Friday, we got Sub-Zero. We got Lou and Larry and Richie from Sub-Zero. That's Friday. So we'll see you for that. And then this weekend, of course, we have the A7 Sunday matinee show. And that is going to be with, hold on a second. Hold on a fucking second. That's going to be with Lenny and Chucky or Crazy Eddie, Michael Scandato with The Last Stand, and Ronnie Wheeler, who not only is in Bowhead, but he is the sound man at A7. So we have lots to talk about with him. Listen, I want to thank all my patrons, everybody that's got on board with my Patreon page. It means the world to me. Thank you for supporting the community. Thank you for supporting the show and helping to make that happen. So I want to shout out a couple people here before we get trucking. You know, every show it's more and more people, but there you go. You know, Allison Noguera, Ann Mays in Antwerp, thank you. Andrea CSS, Andrew Daly, Brad, Brian Perlis, thank you, Brian. Carnot Demen, Chris Bunkley, Chris Freeman, Courtney Cookie McPhillips, Dale Starr, Dominic Colella, Elizabeth Bristow, Eric Delasio, Greg Whitbread, Ivo Atanasov from Poland, James Papp, Jessica Bard, the photographer. We're going to show some of her photos later. Johanna in Pennsylvania, John Burry, Johnny, Jordan Paz, Jorge Rodriguez, como está, Josh Foster, Kevin Haggerty, Courtney Manning, Lawrence Naroda, a.k.a. Larry the Hunter, Lonnie Jepson, Mandy and Joe Ackerman, right down here in Tallahassee, Florida, and Matthew Gordon. That's the first chunk of my patrons. Thank you. Let me run the Patreon banner so y'all know how to get in. I've been posting some never before seen photos and footage, and I'm going to continue to do so. There's a couple of tiers. One tier is for my walking tour. One's New York Hardcore Chronicles. The New York Hardcore Chronicles 10 questions with you. And you know what? Hold on a second. I want to address this specifically to Laura Zeitlin. Laura Zeitlin, stop fucking texting me during the show, sending me pictures during the show. When the show starts, don't fucking send me shit. Thank you. Anyway, let's keep it moving here. I love you, Laura, but don't send me shit during the show. That goes out for anybody. Don't fucking text me during the show. I'm busy here doing a show. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's bring on Steven Messina. Picture of the day. What's happening?
What's up? What's going on?
What's happening in the storage room, brother?
I'm loaded up here. I got an order in. I'm hunkered down here. This is good.
Are you at the Shea Yard?
I am Shea Yard, the Shea Yard Train Yard Blues.
Shea Yard United and Strong.
That's it.
Anyway,
before I forget, gotta wish a happy birthday to Kevin Haggerty, the president of the Rampage Mosh Crew.
Good one. Happy birthday, Kevin. Anybody else have any birthdays? Please, Piers. Listen, Larry. The show has started. Don't fucking text me, dude. Anyway. Oh wait, hold on. Laura Zeitlin, dick move. Sorry, sorry, hun. Anyway, let's get on to picture of the day. All right. So let me get this banner out of here. And here you go. Here we go. Picture of the day. Digging it up. Anybody out there, please know what this may be. Please jump in. And here we go. Picture of the day. Boom. All right. Well, this looks familiar. I think I know what this is. Anybody out there, please post up in the chat room. Let's hear your comments. Here you go. Mighty Mighty Boss Toads in the park. Guinness Girly, Mighty Boss Toads. Tompkins. Well, all the clues are coming in, but let me break this down a little bit. Well, yeah. I mean, being that, yeah, I could see this is our friend Dickie Barrett, and this would be the Mighty Boss Tones. And as I could see at the picture, the signage in the back there, Jimmy G benefit, that this was in fact the Jimmy G benefit that we put together, cousin Joe and I, in Tompkins Square Park, which was almost, it was a year ago. It'll be 2 years in September, right? Is that what this is?
Yeah, is it 2 years already? Wow. Or is it going to be 3?
No. We skipped last year, and we have the permit for this year. So no,
Yeah, that was a great day.
So give me a little background on this.
We had the Boss Tones. We had Sheer Terror. Oh man. Bro, it was Breakdown, right?
It all kind of blurs into one for me.
No. Breakdown was with the Dr. No benefit.
Yeah.
Oh man, my brain is frying right now.
All right. Well. Either way, it was a great day. It was one of the biggest show. It was a very big show. Look, all the shows we've done in Tompkins Square Park have been huge. Now you sent me another shot, like a companion shot to this one.
Yeah.
Let me find that. Let me find that in here, and that would be. Oh, here you go, right here. There you go.
There it is.
That's a nice one. So that's Dickie Barrett and Jimmy G at the benefit, and that was a great day in the park.
And you know what? It's good that he's up and running. You know, that was a sketchy time for him, and you know, it's good to see him healthy.
There you go. Cool. Well, thanks, buddy. We're going to keep it moving, and we'll see you towards the end of the show.
You got it. See you guys a little bit.
There you go. Stephen Messina, hardcore Shutterbug, ladies and gentlemen. Great shot from the park. Let's bring in for collectible of the day. I don't like to call it toy of the day. Collectible of the day. Let me get his banner going here. And where is he? Where is he? I don't know where that is. I'll find it later. Here you go. Collectible of the day. What's happening, Ratbones?
What up, everybody?
What's going on?
Revenge of the 5th today. It's kind of Star Wars nerd day. What's up, everybody? What's going on, Drew?
What's happening, man?
Good. Everything is cool. I'm gonna run the.
I'm feeling that Godzilla shirt. Is that the Godzilla World Destruction Tour shirt? Let me see the back.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I've had it about 20 years probably.
Let me see the back of that one. There you go.
Destroyed.
That shirt is hard, man. I love that shirt.
He's going on tour with the Murder Hornets. 2021 big tour.
So what's happening? What's the collectible of the day, buddy?
Cool. So I got some good collectibles of the day because we got Jimmy Gestapo on today. I'm going with a little bit of Japanese style Bandai. It's kind of like a knockoff, I think, Hong Kong. But it's like in the Bandai fashion. Pretty cool. Straighten it out there. See that shit? And then in the classic, I got this old, I think this is Imperial Plastics, like knockoff Godzilla from the 90s. I'm sure Jimmy's got a real Godzilla. But these were kind of cool. These were everywhere. These were all in little shops. You could get these in the 90s, like for $5.
And they had like different. They had different size ones. There was like that one, a medium, and a small, right?
All right, so there's the Godzillas, but I got to have a capper every time, you know, building up to the headliner. We got this bad boy today. All things. Shotgun. So this is the 70s. I had a bunch of these as a kid. I actually had the Godzilla with the fist that shot off. So, yeah, the Shogun Warrior. So those are the toys of today. And don't forget, I got this new shirt out. These are the stickers for it. I got a new shirt dropping. As soon as we get to see everybody again, I got 2 shirts out. These are the artwork on them. So, you know, in times like this, I don't even want to, what are we going to trade each other's benefit money back and forth? Like, wait, when it pops off again, we'll be there, you know? So,
all right.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
See you in a bit. Can't wait to hear Jimmy.
See you in a bit, buddy. There you have it. Ratbones toy of the day. Keep it moving. Sid the Kid. What's happening?
Hello,
Here you go. How are you? Let me get album of the day. Let's talk about this for a second. What's up with this? What do you say about this, man?
Wow. All right, guys, really quickly. So a lot of you, you know, there's always comps that have been around for decades. Even a couple of hardcore comps, which I don't want to name prior to this, but this is the one I feel is very prevalent. This just came out, just a tip of when crossover started in '85. And of course, this is One Big Crowd. This is a tri-state area comp. Basically bands from New York, Jersey, and Connecticut, mainly. And just for a little tip here, or not even a tip, just a fact, this was the first 2 tracks that were recorded that Sheer Terror did, and of all places at Don Fury. Creed Croft from Astoria is in this, the Psychos, Armed Citizens, Vatican Commandos, which I believe Moby was in that band at the time, if I'm not too mistaken. And actually even Violent Children, when Ray Cappo was playing drums before he started Youth of Today. Gary from TC Fly Zine did the cover for this. And it's a pretty solid record. A lot of hidden gems in this album. that you guys should check out if you haven't had a chance to really. Drew, what is your take on this? If you even maybe heard it, X amount of years ago.
Yeah, for sure. I remember this. I remember that record very well. And really, the thing that probably resonates the most is it was sort of the debut of Sheer Terror. That's what I remember.
Yeah,
I mean, you
could
Sheer Terror stuff on it,
See, Don himself always, and thing with Don, a lot of the hardcore bands I've noticed in those early recordings, he always brings out like just that raw power. It's almost like those bands will do maybe 2 takes and they're done. Obviously, that's not really the truth, but it just sounds like it just bangs off like 100%. And I love this record.
Right on. Thanks, buddy. We'll see you in a bit. We're going to keep it moving.
And Jimmy, where do you think I got this from? That's good.
There you have it, Sid the Kid. Hey, want to shout out Helena and Lawrence and everybody down in Scottsdale, Arizona, a real hotbed of New York hardcore activity. Not only do they live down there, but Roger lives down there, and Todd the Kid Hamilton from Warzone, and my mom lives in Scottsdale too. So shouting out everybody in Scottsdale. This is the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, sponsored by Fryette Amplification and New York Hardcore Comics. Fryette Amplification is a small company that makes guitar amps, attenuators, and direct recording products in North Hollywood, California. Their gear is used by the Deftones, Helmet, Candiria, Stone Temple Pilots, Powerflow, Antidote, Volbeat, Downset, and many other heavy bands. The brand new Deliverance 2 head is available now at Fryette.com. That's Fryette Amplification. Also, Sound City is another one of their companies. Also want to put a big ring out here to our other great sponsor, New York Hardcore Comics. New York Hardcore Comics opened back in 2013 when lifelong friends Debo the Pro and Lee Fairley combined their collections and obsessions for comic books, punk rock, toys, statues, magic, the gathering, and all things horror. The store is located at 117 Main Street in Dobbs Ferry, New York. If you want to support them during this pandemic, please contact them via email or social media for an exclusive store package. $20 gets you one of each: an exclusive shop t-shirt and sticker, Marvel Comics Venom #1 exclusive cover to New York Hardcore Comics. So that's that. Shouting out our sponsors. Keeping things moving. We're gonna bring on our guest here. Super excited about this. Guy I've known since 1982. Probably, you met him at the A7 when, back then. And he's a true New York hardcore soldier. What can I say? The man, the myth, here we go. Mr. Jimmy G. Drescher. What's happening?
Hey, happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
How you doing? What you
good,
drinking, man?
I brought a friend from Mexico. He wants to say happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. That's like, look at Nabi.
Awesome.
Nabi creeping behind me.
How
you doing, Drew?
I'm good, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
This is the future, bro. I never thought that you and I would be looking at each other on a computer, talking to everyone, hiding at home from a pandemic.
It's crazy. So let me kick it off with this. How's your health these days? How you feeling?
My penis is great, but I have bursitis and I have a fracture in my spine and I have a torn rotator cuff from from singing.
But other than that, it's business as usual.
All good, dude. All the woes of an aging hardcore singer.
There you go. And your mom? How's your mom doing?
My mom's not doing so great. She's in the hospital right now. She just got over the coronavirus. And at her age, which is like 7, I think she's the same age as Charlie Harper from UK Subs, but not in such good shape. John Joseph's right about taking care of your health and eat right, because my mom didn't, and definitely paying the price right now. And unfortunately, she's running out of medical coverage and trying to figure out with the family what we're going to do, because she needs care. And unfortunately, in America, it's very difficult for seniors to get care. And for anybody to get care, for that matter, really.
Absolutely. I know. I'm down here with my dad, and he's 87, and we're 87, and we're navigating the terrain, so to speak. What's happening with the band? What's the band update? Where are we at? What's going on?
Literally doing a record via telephone with Felipe in Philly. We have a drummer in London that's making up drum parts. Chris Ara did some drum parts on other songs. We basically have a record good to go. I just have a lot of singing to do, and there's going to be no ska on it because we're going to do a separate ska record called Skatastrophe.
Nice.
We're planning to do a double 10-inch for the ska record, and we're doing a hardcore record of all band names. It's going to look like a flyer, but basically poking fun at all my friends. There'll be a song called Agnostic Front. There'll be Cro-Mag song, poking fun concept record. But we have a full length coming out too now.
Like Yes, it's like Yes or Genesis. It's a concept record.
Something to roll a joint on, probably, gatefold. But it's about time, I guess. So I might as well put 3 records out instead of 1.
Yeah,
we have a lot of material coming out now, so it's good. I'm psyched.
There you go.
If I get out of my fucking house and get in the studio.
What's this I hear? Let me throw a picture up here.
Do it.
Hold on. What is happening with? Let me throw this up and you tell me what's going on. Some Murphy's Law news here.
Something stupid, no doubt.
Am I here? Hold on. Am I hearing this correctly? That Raven's not in the band these days?
He's out. He hit 65 and retired from Murphy's Law. I'm sure we'll have him here and there, but he's just not. He can't tour anymore. He just can't physically and mentally tour anymore. He can't handle it. It's too much.
Wow, he was a long tenured member, huh? He was in for years.
Yeah, he definitely. He and I have been through a lot together on the road. Back when there was racists at shows and stuff, and we had to punch shit out of Nazis because we had the black guy in the band. But we're gonna miss him. It's gonna be less weird without Raven around, but enough. I think it's enough with the horns right now for us anyway, too.
Everybody's chiming in. Oh wait, here's a question for you, Jimmy. Is that a juice box?
No, it's a sake box, bro. Wait, it's the Oni Demon sake box. Sake box, eh? I was drinking these in Japan. Why am I yelling? I was drinking these in Japan, and they were like $2. In Brooklyn, they're $5. Look, it's got a straw. Look, hey, cousin Joe, look at the straw. Only in Japan.
Good reference. What's here's a little shout out from Ryan. From Ryan. What's up, Jimmy? Can't wait to hang out the next time you guys come through Denver.
The land of weed, of course, and fresh air and weed.
The Mile High City where you can barely fucking breathe, right?
I can breathe there, bro. I breathe good there.
What's this, Patrick? Thoughts on Providence, Rhode Island?
I'm always thinking about Coffee Milk and Haven Brothers, of course. Providence, Rhode Island, first place Murphy's Law ever played out of town. It was like when we first played there, I was like, wow, I left New York. I'm in some fucking foreign town. It was like Providence, Rhode Island. Hey, it
looks like, is that Joe Bruno? I'm good, freak. Joe Bruno.
Joe Bruno! Holy shit. Is that Joe Bruno?
Yeah,
Joe Bruno? I love you, Joe Bruno.
I think so.
Happy belated birthday, April 1st. Joe Bruno.
So I got a question. I have an old photo I'm going to put up, and I have a question about it because I came across it today, and I was like, this is interesting. Let me find this sucker. This is an interesting one. Here you go. Now, this photo here, right?
There he is. That's funny.
Right.
There he is. Joe Bruno.
Yo, that's him, Joe Bruno.
That's Joe Bruno and Jack Flanagan and Ray Bees and Nick, my cousin Billy by Flanagan. That's me making believe I'm playing bass. It looks good in the picture, but and who's that? Todd Youth down there smiling. It breaks my heart, dude.
That was my question. That was my question.
Look at the beer ball. See the beer ball? They don't even make those anymore. Matt's beer ball.
So my question to you here was, I see Jackie play a guitar, and I see you play a bass. I didn't know you played bass or guitar.
I dabble. I bet you didn't know I played trombone either.
Right? No, I didn't. Well, how about?
Play trombone. What do you got? Pocket trumpet. I play pocket trumpet. Terrible. It needs to be lubed. It does. You gotta lube your trumpet.
There you go. Let me see. So let's go back. Let's go back a little ways. Did you? How did music come into your world, man? And
My mother.
Yeah, tell us about your upbringing and how music came into your universe.
My mom's father, my grandfather, James Fioravante. Hey, Nobby, pass me that picture off the wall there with my grandfather. James Fioravante from Brooklyn, New York, who unfortunately I never met. He died before I was born. Was a great musician. This is him in front of his music store in Brooklyn, New York. In the front of the music store is that drum kit. He made that drum kit. Jimmy Pops. Breaks my heart.
Wow, Jimmy Pops.
My biggest regret in my life was never meeting that man. I would have been a different Jimmy if I met that Jimmy. But I was always intrigued. I tried to be a drummer. I tried to play drums for Kraut. And it just didn't work out. Thank God, because there's so much shit to carry. But it's hard enough to carry my ego. Never mind drum.
That drummer they ended up with in Kraut was no joke.
Which one? Johnny Feedback?
Johnny Feedback.
I went to junior high school with him. He's the one who named me Jimmy Gestapo. The asshole. What a fucking horrible nickname. Don't call me that anymore. I'm 54 now. Call me Uncle Jimmy.
Yep. So you're born and raised in Astoria, Queens?
And I'm sitting here right now, baby.
Tell me a little bit about growing up in Astoria. Tell everyone a little bit about growing up in Astoria, Queens.
I grew up in a bar that my father worked at, Coretta's Bar on Broadway. And my father was always in a bar, unfortunately. But I definitely got to listen to a lot of music. My mom got me into music like that because of my grandfather. My mom was always into rock and roll. You know, she saw Elvis. She saw Buddy Holly. She used to go to all the Alan Freed shows. So my mom was very supportive of me being in the band and playing music. Both of my parents really were. They didn't really get when I spiked my hair and you know, and would come home with my fucking eyes blackened and stabbed and shit. But you know, they started to get it like when they came to see me play at the Ritz and the band sold out the Ritz. But back when we were big. But there's a cool picture of my mom, and I think I'm on Big Charlie's shoulders or something. You can see my mom like freaking out. You know, music. There was always in Astoria. There was always where's most hardcore come from? Queens, Kraut, Queens. We did this Queens bit already. Kraut, Queens, Reagan Youth, Queens. Everywhere's Queens. Queens.
Antidote, Queens.
Antidote, Queens. Sorry, excuse me. Nunzio, Queens. Kiss, Queens.
Boogie, Queens.
Tony Bennett, Queens. Christopher Walken, Queens.
Do you remember Walken's Bakery in Astoria? That was
I used to get my birthday cakes there.
Yeah, it was his parent.
And then there's pictures on the Astoria Historical Society, which if you people out there around the world, my friends in Belgium, drinking Duvel, I love you. And Walken's Bakery, there's pictures of him making the donuts. But then the Walken's family opened up Walken's Cafe, which was a little bit before its time, before Astoria became hip. It was like a hip cafe before Astoria became hip. There goes Nobby Bones from the band Broken Bones.
Ooh.
Talk about the odd couple, bro.
Right.
Singer of Broken Bones, singer of Murphy's Law. We live above a hot rod shop in Astoria. We have no heat. We have no gas to cook with. We have a roof over our head, thanks to Doug Bean's brother Scooter. Thank you, Scooter. It's great. We live in a shack. Dude, if I want, I could shoot a gun here right now. Nobody come.
So tell me, you got things rolling in like 81, 82, right?
80, yeah, I think it was 82.
And what was how did that get going? Who was in the band and how did that
Me and Harley wanted to do something to make fun of everybody, like to delight to. I know Harley can be a funny guy, and unfortunately, I feel bad at the situation. I wish he would just get along with everybody. Why can't we all just get along? But Harley and I wanted some levity and make fun of stuff and make fun of people and make fun of music and Uncle Al stepped in and we were at Uncle Al's house on like Avenue of the Americas and we're trying to think of a band name and we looked over on the fridge and it was like that classic Murphy's Law's poster and we're like Murphy's Law, you know, The rest is jokes on me. Rest is history. We actually have a new song called "The Joke's on Me" too.
Who was the original bass player?
Geezer Butler.
Was it Adam?
Adamucci. Adamucci, who played in Adamucci, was a punk rocker, 150%, and then a skinhead, 150%. He was before Lars was even both.
Here's a question for Brian Whittemore. What was Jimmy's first show ever?
That would have been in Astoria, Queens. Apprehended Doug Lazito at the time, now Doug Holland from Kraut and Cro-Mags. There was a club in Astoria by Queensbridge Projects. You know, the bridge is over, Land of 50 Cent. Right next to that, hey, Ice-T buddy. Speaking of Ice-T, there was a club Exile, and Doug had a band called Apprehended, and they had a hot punk singer named Delza. And his guy Alex from Astoria, still a punk guy in Astoria. And I went to see them, and that was it, dude. I remember dancing to Everybody's Happy Nowadays to the Buzzcocks with a girl at like 13. I was like, this is the best thing ever. And that was it. Dropped out of school. That was it. My life was ruined. Yay.
Dropped out of school and showed up at the A7 the next weekend, right?
Not too much longer after that. You know, I was always having trouble in school because I was getting picked on. I was a different kid.
Yeah.
I was definitely bullied through my life in school, and especially when I start. And I don't, at this point in my life, I don't blame people for bullying me because I show up with my hair standing up, and when it was never on TV, never in movies. This was before Suburbia or any movie. Kid walked into school with his hair standing up. What's he gonna be like? What the fuck is wrong with this idiot? So I definitely got picked on, and my father didn't get it. My mother was always really cool with everything I did and very supportive.
Here's Brian Stowniski. Broke my
You're
leg
a bulldog, Brian, aren't you?
Broke my leg stage diving 28 years ago at Harpo's. It's always Detroit. It always goes down in Detroit.
No, I cut my wrist in Harpo's, Brian, and almost bled out in that place. I punched the window instead of Raven, and Flanagan had to drive me to the hospital on the night of fear or something. They had to do that. They burned houses down and shit. They had to do microsurgery on my wrist in a blizzard. Broken leg. Cut your wrist, bro. No, I'm sorry you hurt yourself, dude.
Harpo's. It's on at Harpo's.
Always. Evil. They used to have a chair that went all the way back, and they pour like a bottle of liquor down your face. Worst fucking fights with bouncers. One of our guitar players, Ben Shapiro, did dedicated. Dedicated. I think he did dedicated. I forget which one he did. But he got fucking punched in the face by the bouncers there, and it was the first time I ever saw that they just glued his face shut. That was the first time I saw crazy glue. Face glue. Yeah, they went glued his face. I was like, wow, that's great. But me, I needed microsurgery, and I was laying there with hemostats holding a hole in my hand open, and I don't know, it's weird. This is weird, dude. Yeah, there's that hole there. They had to do microsurgery. It was a blizzard. I remember me and Flanagan were driving. I had a tourniquet on my arm, and blood was just squirting out of my hand. I cut a vein, and I was like, you go on the highway, you see the H, blue H. I was like, H, in a puddle of blood. Finally get to the hospital, I clipped my vein, but it went like a roach clip, and I had to wait for the microsurgeon to come in, and I nicked a tendon, so I lost use of my hand. They had to put this plastic cast on my hand, which I wound up smashing some dude in the head with, and we became great friends later.
Is that the worst injury you suffered on stage?
That wasn't on stage. That was backstage. On stage, I broke my collarbone at the big the new 930 club. I ran out on stage, and Dean Risper was playing bass at the time, and the bass cord wrapped around my legs, and I fell on my collar, broke my collarbone, but the microphone in there, so all you heard was me fall and go. So I had to play. That was like the first day of a tour. So Flanagan had to, God rest his soul, I miss him. He didn't even say his name. Take my hand. He had to take my hand to my shoulder, and then they would tape a towel to me, and I had to like sing with a towel. I'm like, Yeah, you can't make this shit up. Well, I had to tour with a broken ankle in Japan. My first Japan tour, '95, I was hopping on a fucking on one foot.
Whew.
I bought a $500 suitcase because I could sit on it. I was like, what suitcase can I sit on? To me, best luggage in the world. Don't go on tour with fucking a $20 fucking Pullman, otherwise you're gonna get abused because you're gonna be the first guy with the wheel go gone. It's better to spend the money and have a good suitcase on tour, especially when you have a broken ankle.
Touring advice and words of wisdom from Jimmy G. Here's our friend.
Some of my friends got books and movies, but one day I'm gonna tell stories too.
There you go.
This juice box is making me happy.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to say hello first of all to my friend Eva and Richie and my little nephew, little Richie, and Rockaway Beach. I love you guys. And Faith, who's out there, military fucking police, kicking ass. My family. I love you guys. I love you guys.
Let's talk about the A7 a little bit. And I got a picture from. This is actually the shot that is hung in the room where the bands play at A7, and you're right there in the
middle of the pit, bro, in the heat of the action with my Reagan Youth band on.
Do you know who's playing here?
What?
Do you know who's playing here?
That says the Control, bro.
That's right.
That's the Control, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, let me light this joint up, bro.
Go ahead.
Wait, is it? It's not 420 yet. Wait.
No, a little while.
I got a light. Anyway, Drew Stone, I'm having fun doing this. It's great.
Good. I got another one. I got another one for you.
Wait, everyone, check this out. Me and Ray B's in the door.
And this is the doorway of the
construction gloves. Those were work gloves.
This is the doorway of the A7, right?
Yeah, if you got past my attitude, you got in. 15 years old, I was a bouncer at an after hours club. What an idiot. I should have been at school.
Yeah, well, this is a memory I have coming down to the A7 and you guys at the door, and also you were DJing.
I got a hole in my head. See, my eyes got stitches in it. I'm sorry.
You were DJing, right?
And bouncing.
Yeah, here you go. This is you DJing at A7, and you were DJing out of the closet. I remember out of the closet at the A7,
that was the
right?
best room in the whole fucking place, because when everything was going shitty, I could go in there, close that door, and no one fucked with me. Which it would be better if it had a bathroom.
Listen, Dave had it going on.
You know the famous story of Steve Pass? Dave gave Steve Pass like $50, which was a lot of money back then. And right now it's a lot of money for everybody. Dave gave some idiot to be if you want to be a dick in a club, you throw a shot glass, a glass shot glass, into the toilet, and it went into the toilet and wedged into the.
Oh, I know this story. This is a good story. Go on.
Put his hand into the toilet, which honestly, A7's bathroom. I used to poop in the girls' room. Or I used to go to pizzeria next door because I made friends with those guys right away. A7's bathroom was not legendary as far as like CB's bathroom or, whatever. Yeah. Fucking punk rock bathroom is disgusting. That's why it's good to go on the toilet.
Pass put his hand in down the toilet,
and he put his tiny little fucking Jew mitt in there and pulled out the shotgun. Collected $50 and bought a bag of dust. True story. Why am I telling this? This is going in my new book called Diarrhea of a Madman. Okay, I'm not right. I'm not done.
Yeah, here's Metal Gabe checking in. Hey Jimmy, it's Gabe from almost every Jersey show you guys play. Thanks for introducing me to punk and giving me an excuse to sing about beer for an hour.
Well, thank you for having a good time with me, Gabe, and supporting myself and music. I think you found a good thing. Good. And I'm happy I could be the pathway to your demise. Wash your hands. My hands are clean, motherfucker.
Here's an interesting question. How many people did you actually marry as a minister?
Approximately 9, with 2
Really?
divorces. 2 divorces. Yeah, it's it could have been a lot more. I'm going to tell all you guys fucking God's honest truth right now. Augie Conti was DMS guy at the time and asked me to do a massage, man. No, I think was it Bob Riley might have been the first one. Bob Riley, DMS guy, married him, he and his wife. I think that was the first one. But then Augie got married in New York, so I had to go sign this thing. They're like, you go to sign the big book. State to state marriage laws are different, so I had to sign the big book. I'm like, the big book? People make names for things in our world now, and the big book could be this, and I could go, oh, the big book I saw on my screen. No, I went through this big brass door at like 100 Center Street, where I was locked up, and I was becoming a minister. Crazy. I went through this brass door, and out came this bound big book, and all these people signed. It was so old school and so cool, and I loved becoming a minister. But then it became, I love playing in Murphy's Law. I love getting in front of all my friends and be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. But a wedding, there's your fucking grandmother. There's the other grandmother. There's the uncle that's a cop. There's like people that they're like, why isn't there a priest up there? It's like, it's the most stressful thing. And I'm blind. So 2 times already, I married Stress, not the DMS brother. I'm like the DMS priest. But I married Stress in like this fucking fancy boat place in Philadelphia. There was no light. I couldn't see anything. The most recent one I did, there was these new. I'm a Par 58 guy, like old lights. These were like the new LED ones. So they gave me this printed sheet, and whatever they had the color printed on the paper, when it hit, when the LED lights hit, there was nothing on the paper. So I had to wing the whole wedding. I had to just make it up. But I had people, I had like old ladies heckling me, dude. It was fucking great. That was from my friend Psycho, who books all the shows now in Rhode Island.
Speaking of
shit up. Hey Roger, you want to help me write a book?
Speaking of Bob Riley and Upstate, we got a friend of ours wants to pop on and say hello. Mr. Mike Valente, what's up?
Oh, my brother.
What's up?
How are you?
Hey, Mike. How you doing, buddy? Say hi, Mike.
Dude, you have cheeky skateboards behind you.
Shoddy.
I like that your face is freezing in the best faces. You're like, I love you. We're gonna go bowling soon.
Look at those.
I love you, Bob. I love you, fucking Mike Valente. Where's fucking Bob Riley, dude?
Bob Riley's in quarantine. He's got the virus.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
I knew he had crabs. I didn't know he had the virus.
Yeah.
Does he have it? Really? My mom had it. If my mom survived it,
going a little nuts.
Everybody's okay, because my mom is the most unhealthy person on earth. I couldn't believe it. 74, 75 years old. I thought that was when they called me, I was like, like basically telling me your mom's not gonna make it.
The COVID got past.
Hey, Mike, I'm gonna let you go. It's a little choppy.
Mike, you got some fucking Albany internet connection up there, like via satellite, bro. I want some of that Jack Daniels. I want to bathe in your Jack Daniels. Mike Valente and Brick got their own brand of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
About punishment. You think I'm punishing? He made a barrel of punishment. That's what you should call it. That's a good name for a song.
Hey, Mike, we'll talk to you in a bit. Thanks for stopping by, Mike. We'll talk to you in a bit.
I love you, Bob. I love you, Mike. I can't talk. I'm on my 5th fucking sake box.
I wish my
You sound like that Flintstone song, Eat Up or Pop Up.
Yeah, Bob Riley. I talked to Bob Riley yesterday. He's got it? He's got the virus. He's in
How does he get the virus? He doesn't leave the Bob Riley room in his house. You ever go to that room? You know the room?
Yeah.
You ever go to the Bob Riley room? In his apartment, there's a locked room. When you open it up, it's like the catacombs of Bob Riley. There's like stuff I can't even talk about in there. But it's like wall to wall, like cool shit. Girls hate it, but guys love it.
Hey, let's talk
Well,
about this a second. We got a couple questions about this, and
I'm on
let's
fire right now.
talk,
Come on, let's do this.
let's talk about this a second. Where the fuck is it?
It's hard to let it
Here we
join.
go. Let's talk about this a little bit. So how did this come into play? How did you guys get on this tour? And any recollections of all
I
this?
only know that I'm on. I only know that I did it because I see it on the flyer. No, well, I was friend. You were those guys were part of the scene. The Beastie Boys were a hardcore band, and then the Young and Useless was a hardcore band. All we did was hang around because we are young and useless. Hang around, do what. Did I just do that? Did I just sing the song? I just sang the song. What is in this magic fucking cigarette? Anyway, Young and Useless. Well, they asked us, the Beastie Boys asked us to play, and we were playing colleges, we were playing clubs, and they put the record out, and in the middle of that, it was like a pause, and then it was like, oh, you're not playing these things anymore. You're flying to I forgot where we flew to, but we had to drive to Missoula, Montana. I told you the story already, Drew. It's like a repeat of the rewind of the Hardcore Chronicles. We flew somewhere to go to Missoula, Montana. I hit a joint in my sneaker. And me and Todd were in the bus. We got off the plane, went in the bus. I smuggled the joint. And me and Todd were in the bus. It was like a blizzard, terrifying driving in the bus. But we smoked the joint in the back of the bus. And I was like, I don't know if you remember. I was like, dude, we made it. Dude, we made it. And we watched like Kiss Meets the Phantom. It was like, we're watching TV. I mean, but then it was like a TV was like a bigger than a barbecue. It was bigger than an air conditioner. It was like, you kids that have air conditioners, imagine a TV being like that as opposed to flat.
Was this
wasted?
What was the lineup here? Was it you, Todd Youth, Dougie Beans?
Me, Todd Youth, Dougie Beans, Uncle Al, and Pete the Poodlehead. And Uncle Al was, I don't give a fuck. Uncle Al was such a dick on that trip. He wouldn't let Todd take a solo. Could you imagine now all of us, we're all friends here. Would you imagine not letting Todd Youth take a solo? I leave it at that, folks.
He was hating on Todd Youth.
Wouldn't you if you were a guitar player that couldn't play as good as him? And we're like 48 when we were like 15 having fun. He was miserable all the time.
And Fishbone must have been, and also Fishbone, huh?
Yeah, well, we hit it off with those. I hit it off with those guys, Missoula, Montana, first day. They were doing this bit where they were like, yo ho, a pirate's life for me. And then one guy would take a verse. I'll kill your wife, I'll stab your napkin, and laugh so merrily. And then went, yo ho, yo. They did, it was like a band game. And then they went around the band, and then I was sitting there drinking beer like, whoa, look at these black guys, they're funny. And all of a sudden it was like, you. And I was like, and I made up a verse, and I was like, yeah, and that was it. We ended up getting beat up by cops in fucking New Orleans, punching horses and having a great time.
Let me see what else.
Crazy that way. It's like the kufi. I'm gonna get a kufi. Is a kufi the thing on the head?
A kufi?
I want the fucking thing with the kufi.
What's up with this?
That is me breaking the law by wearing my own band shirt. Like, you can do that when you're fucked up on drugs and drinking the Michelob in a can with Lemmy from Motorhead and Ray Beast from Warzone. So everybody, you can kiss my ass. Show me a better picture of you with your friends. Why did I become like a gay guy from fucking Georgia? Show me with your friends. I'm having a great time. I haven't slept.
I like.
Sing out the Mayo, dude. Chronicles, Viva la Carnicalo.
I like how Lemmy's holding your hat. I like Lemmy holding your hat.
That's my fucking father's hat. My father
That's your father.
I took that hat. He's like, why are you taking that hat? I'm like, it's a Budweiser hat. Get it, dude.
Hold on,
the thing never fit right on my head because I got a fat head.
There you go.
Lemmy from Motorhead is holding my dad's hat in his hand, and I'm a bag of shit with a full head of hair with a Michelob in a can with Ray Bees.
Jimmy's going to get this channel thrown off YouTube. LOL. Oh, well. There you go.
No, I'm not. I support YouTube. Warlord M.
Yeah, right.
Of course, the Warlord is concerned about me getting thrown off of YouTube with you, bro. Come on, Warlord. Fight for us. Omar, I love you, Omar.
Here's Joseph E. Bill. I am 48 years old. My first hardcore show was Murphy's Law and CBGB's when I was 15. Changed my life forever. Now, hopefully, my son will see Murphy's Law for his first time at the Black and Blue Ball.
Joseph, dude, make my fucking day, dude. That chokes me up. I'm not having the best time during this quarantine because I get no money. Just I build bars and I play in bars. But when somebody says something like that, it just it hits home. Thank you, dude. Choked up.
Good.
Fuck you, dude. You got to be choked up. Thanks, Joseph. I needed to hear that. Thank you. That's a lot. That means a lot to me.
As
I play beer cans with change your life. I love you.
As we're kind of dancing down memory lane here.
Are we doing the Ratbones dance down or what are we do the Ratbones sticker is the best thing I've seen. I want a shirt. Do the Ratbones. It's gotta be a song. I'll play the trombone on. Do the Ratbones.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening here? What is this? Is this
me
the top
hat?
notch? Is this the big security
Let me
team?
finger sweat still on the hat with rabies, and I'm wearing a gay leather vest, and we're about to rock fucking motherfuckers, protecting the fucking transvestites.
Isn't that the pyramid? It's the pyramid, right?
What? That's a pyramid club. Nobody can ever say New York hardcore is homophobes or anything like that. Me and Rabies worked in a transvestite bar for 10 years, dude. Beat up everybody protecting the transvestites. I went to jail with Lady Bunny. Lady Bunny is a friend of mine.
Here's a good one from Gregory Hanaway. I lost my virginity after a Murphy's Law show.
I didn't do it. Sorry, Gregory.
That's good. That's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gregory. I keep smoking pot at night, so I got like a smoker's cough. I haven't been smoking pot. I've been drinking.
Hang on a second, Jimmy. I got to shout out the sponsors, and we'll take some questions.
Support the sponsors. Support the fucking what do they call it thing? The support. I can't believe you get money from people. You don't even take your clothes off. Imagine if Drew Stone. What if me and Drew Stone wore bikinis? How much would you guys keep? We should do like a fun drive.
Hey, more people would lose their virginity then, right?
Chops and cocks. You guys can see my rebuilt cock, and you pay for the show.
Hold on a second. Let me deal with this.
Come on, Warlord.
Woo! It's the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, sponsored by Freyet Amplification and New York Hardcore Comics. Thanks for checking in, everybody around the world. Appreciate it. See your comments. Check in. Tomorrow we got the Old School Boston Hardcore Show. On Friday we got Sub-Zero. On Sunday we got an A7 Sunday Matinee Show. I want to shout out all my patrons. Second part of my patron list here. I got to shout them out. Thank you so much for getting behind me. Michael Gibbons from Leeway, Mike Klug from Diamond Dogs, Mike Egan, Mike Vieg, Mikey Arsenaut, Mooch Sobol, Morikhan, Mr. Nobody, Phil Bowden, Pugsy from We All Die, Rulis R, Sasha Falk, Scott Huslinger, Sherry Arkenstad, Steen Thompson in Denmark, Thalia Zenik, Vincent Doak, Willie Ramone, Will Shepler from The Take, formerly of Madball and Agnostic Front. Representing upstate New York, Richard Oldham. Thanks, buddy. Scott Helland, Frenchie and the Punk, represent up in it's like the upstate New York stretch here. Fab X Hell in Belgium, Jesse Ward, Scott Soljar, Tom Russo, Thomas Starkey, David Ward, Jason Griffith, Joseph Ramini, Flea. Thank you, Flea. Thanks for the kind words. James Hollis. Listen, thank you so much. I want to run the Patreon banner again. Putting up all kinds of stuff on the Patreon page. There it is. There it is at the bottom. I'm going to be putting the trailer for my new film up on the Patreon page just for my patrons, man. It's not going public. It's just for my patrons. So I have a new film coming out. I'm going to be putting out the trailer just for my patrons, just so you guys can sniff it out, and also some never before seen footage and photos and all that. So it's all good. Thank you very much. Let me see what else is going on in the chat here. Murphy's Law. What is this? Sarah Kearns. Thank you, Drew. 5 hours in front of you guys. Got to be up in a few hours for work. Respect. Hey, Sarah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for checking in. Much love for doing this, Drew. Hey, what the fuck else am I going to do? I'm in quarantine. You got a better idea? Here you go. I like this one. Wait, where is that? From Steen in Denmark, now pay the man. listen, whether you throw your hat in the ring and jump in. Doesn't matter how much. What matters is you're a part of this community. This Patreon page is gonna be a really great thing. I'm gonna end up releasing a lot of stuff onto this platform. It is the future. Honestly, I'm sick of putting my shit up on Facebook and Instagram and having people grab it and fucking steal it. And I see it on 5 different sites with no credit or anything. I'm really over that. So please support this community, support the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, support the A7 shows. They're going to be starting again. We're going to be getting it. Oh, by the way, while we're at it, the big A7 proprietor himself is coming on to a show a week from Sunday is Mr. Jesse Mallon. So, is our friend Jesse Mallon. We're super excited about that. So in the meantime, thanks. Here we go. Here he is, Mr. James Drescher. What's that, a killer beer?
I did a thing with my brother Truth yesterday. Podcast time. I did a podcast yesterday with Truth. I'm doing this. This is great. This is a great format. And Drew, thank you for doing everything you do. I really appreciate it. I know I bust your ball, but you're my brother. You know that.
You know what? I can take it.
you earn it. You deserve it, and I love you. Thank you for everything you do, dude. You definitely put stuff out for people. Otherwise, what we have? I'm like, Vinny Stigma doesn't even know what a computer is. He thinks it's a fancy TV.
Well, thank you, Jimmy. I love you. I love you. I love you too. Oh wow, look at this. SSD will play our reunion.
Oh wait, give me my flashlight.
Al Barile.
Wait, Al Barile. What you know about the Phoenix 1000-watt, 1000 lumen flashlight, Al Barile? I love you. SSD control, Society System Control, Al Barile. $100 rechargeable flashlight, Al Barile. I know. Me and Al got a flashlight fetish. My mom, when we were kids before they had all this stuff, my mom had a baby book, and it was like James likes flashlight. So James loves flashlight so much. I bought my cousin Lori with a flashlight. Anyway, Al, I love you, Al. Nancy,
wow.
I love you.
Wow, things must be slow in Revere, huh, Al? If you're stopping by the show. Hey, tomorrow, Al Barile, you better stop by tomorrow.
Wait,
tomorrow
did he just say SSD will play our reunion at ACE?
Of course they will.
I was there when SSD Control played, and you guys all had ski masks on, and we did the massive pylon. I'll never forget. I used to love when we hated each other. It was like Boston, New York, DC. It was like, but we didn't fight. We danced. It was the best. I love you, Al.
But listen,
I love you. I love you, Minor Threat. I love you. I love Boyd.
I remember those early days at A7. There was no problems with anybody. We were just having a good time.
We were just a bunch of fucking lunkheads. Like, you're from Boston? I'm from New York. Let's dance. Boop, 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 boop. It's like,
oh wow, look who else is who's checking in. He's on the show tomorrow as Jamie, the bass player for SSD Control. Yo, Jamie, I'm excited about the show tomorrow. It's gonna be great. That's it.
Are you really doing the hand things like it's insane? It's like Crazy Eddie. Hey Al, if you ever want to fall off the fucking straight edge thing, you got to drink the Demon Juice Box.
There you go.
Al's another dog lover. Everybody, if you don't have one of these, adopt one, please. Don't adopt. Especially on Cinco de Mayo, get a Chihuahua. Chihuahuas are the best. I have pit bulls. I love pit bulls. You can't do this. You can do this with a pit bull. You can smuggle this dog in the place.
Hey, nice to see the Boston guys stopping by. Let me see what else I have in the archive, Jimmy. That could kind of.
How long's the show? Let's keep going, bro. I saw you extended the show. I was watching. Let's extend the show. I'm in. Let's go. I didn't shave with a fucking rock for nothing.
Hey, I like this photo. This is taken by Melissa Kabula, and
Rob Kabula's sister.
No, Rob Kabula's ex-wife.
Never mind. No comment. There's Harley Francis Flanagan, like 16 years old with a demon on his chest. You think your kid's bad because he's fucking late to come home for dinner? There's a guy he's like 16 with a demon on his chest.
That's You know, that's at the old Rock Hotel on Jane Street.
That might have been the night when Andy Warhol came to see us playing, and Harley called him a faggot. But meanwhile, there's pictures of Harley as a little boy with him. But I'll never forget. I think me and Harley were eating Quaaludes. We were doing something really bad on the staircase before we went on. And then Harley came out Andy Warhol. I was like, the whole place like. Arr! It's not like now everybody could go, this is what happened. Then it was like, you had to go, this is what happened. And then it'd go like that. Ow, did you see that flashlight?
Oh, here's a nice question. Let me get rid of this. How was it taking the stage at the Prudential Center with the original Misfits?
Who was on stage? I wasn't on stage. I was on stage for 5 seconds. I jumped off the stage and I was done. I'm going to be honest, and I'm honest. When I talk shit, I always talk shit in a loving way. Honestly, I knew I already had it in my head. I'm like, I'm going to be on stage for like, hello, and then I'm going to be with everybody else in the crowd. Because you know what? No one else does that at shows like that. So, and I've been doing that since when we did that with the Beastie Boys. Look at that, I sound like some fucking politician. When we did that shit with the Beastie Boys, the arenas, that would all be seats. And we had a 15-minute set, and I'd run out and jump off the fucking 20-foot stage into seats. And kids would punch. They'd beat the shit out of me. And then that'll be it. I'd play 10 minutes. $500. You ever get paid $500 for 10 minutes? Patreons, join in. Let's go. Join in. I'll show you things.
Hey, I know listen, someone just sent me a picture and I know that I was ragging at the beginning of the show about people calling me and sending me shit once the show starts. But you know what? If the show's progressed a little bit, it's a better time to send me shit. I just got this picture from, I've never seen this, from Brian Sullivan, bro.
Brian.
Right?
Yeah.
Old school.
We got to remember to promote the Black and Blue Takeover too. Before I forget, Cousin Joe will.
From Brian Sullivan.
All right,
bro.
so there's Russ, Underdog, Russ Murphy's Law, then Uncle Al, Niels Kwaizumi, whose sister was in some famous fucking movie, Black.
No, I went to high school. You're talking about Ariane Kazumi.
Ariane, you know her.
She went. I dated one of her friends in junior high school.
The thermometer just went.
Yep.
So Niels Kwaizumi, who did Wampum, all right, all you people that steal flyers. That guy, the Asian guy, he was the guy who did the Chromax poster with all the creepy guys with the hoodies on. The dirty hippie, crusty punk is me. That's Tony Bourne. Army Tony Bourne, thank you for your service, bro. And a great artist, great guy, and my brother, Robbie Crip Crash. Joe Bruno, like baby Joe Bruno. Yo, you know the baby Joe Bruno pictures because he's got his ear. His head grew into his ears. I love you, Joe Bruno. Petey Hines, a dog-faced boy, and my old girlfriend Kim, who was bigger than me. Kim was great. I heard she became like a bush pilot, like Alaska. That's
wow, I never saw that.
I don't know who the guy with the bleached hair is. We don't talk to those guys.
Yeah. Well, listen, pulling them out of it.
I get everybody but one.
Not bad.
So, Patrons, a nickel a person, $1 a person. Come on. Take care of this.
Okay. Anybody?
I'm drunk.
Hey, here you go, Jimmy. From Matt Bowen. Could you give a shout out to New Haven, Connecticut, the Tune In Cafe?
New Haven, Connecticut. You mean the land of the original hamburger and the tiny little club that we have the best time in with the little muscle guy that owns the club that takes great care of me, and they have a sneaky shitter. It's like I can poop before I go on. I go up and I play, and the place is packed. It's like it's easy. It's like it's about as big as my bedroom. I should start doing. I need money. If you're not afraid to die from coronavirus, come to my house. I'll play show.
First record you ever bought?
First record. You know, you want to know how cool my mom is? My mom bought me the Buzzcocks Singles Going Steady. My mom bought me that record at Sound City on Steinway Street in Astoria, Queens. Am I over expressing my essence? Sound City in Astoria, Queens. My mom bought me Singles Going Steady.
That's a shout
Then-
out. That's a shout out to all the
Kiss
Astoria guys.
Destroyer. Just start talking right up about serious shit. Ah! Paulie play his last show of 74 last shows at CBGB's, and it was 1,000,000 degrees. Doing your thing now. And then I walked outside, and there was a guy named Peter Chris that talked to me, and he told me, he's like, hey, to me, a Queens guys. He goes, Gene, this is like, it's my book, Roger. Gene and Paul are Hollywood. Me and Ace are Queens. And I was like, I think I should get it. Like Indian, I had that back. I'm gonna get that backwards on my neck. Dude, I literally heard that in the alleyway behind CBGB's in 1964.
Could you read this one? Could you read this one?
What?
Could you read that?
What does it say? Hi. Hey, it's Chris Boers. I love you, Chris Boers. Oh, happy birthday, Chris. I love you, dude. My old friend Chris Boers. It's so nice to have so many fucking friends and now you produce this venue, right? Unfortunately, with the Black and Blue Takeover, which is going to be on Tuesday with Cousin Joe, we can't show what we do because we're naked. You don't want to see naked Italian gorillas in their natural habitat. We have a secret bunker. You guys, like me and Drew, we're good. You might look, see behind me, the Japanese Uzi gave me that. That's pre-Edo period guy with a bad conscience.
Hey, Astoria Lou checking in. I knew it was just a matter of time before.
Lou was everywhere. How does let's go Rangers. Jesus Christ! I just hope we miss baseball, flying golf. I love hockey. Hockey is hardcore. You know what? How many hockey hardcore bands are there? Answer me. Hockey Teeth. There's a lot of fucking slap shot. Oh, sorry, choke.
What's the Jolly Joint on Steinway?
Is there? And God forbid, don't please. If anybody says, you know what, I remember you said this. There's no baseball hardcore band.
Hey, what's this? I Still Live in Astoria. I remember that, and the Jolly Joint on Steinway.
Joe Amato. I worked at the fucking Jolly Joint, Joe Amato. I did whippets all day long. Joe Amato, what are we doing? Let's get pizza on Broadway. Let's go to Broadway and drink the poisonous pineapple jalapeno. Me and Abby drank two of these, and we were fucking. I had one. He had one, and we were quarter of the way through them. I don't know what they put in them. We were fucking.
Hey, yo, look who's checking in here. Yo, Jimmy, look who's checking in. Ditto Montiel.
Let's talk about Astoria, Ditto.
Hey, didn't you and Nerf work at the Jolly Joint? Yo, Ditto.
Nerf, who now trains.
Yo, Ditto, I just texted you dates. You're coming on the show. Let me know what works for you. You got to come on, bro.
Stop texting Ditto during the show.
I texted him before the show.
Hey, Laura, stop texting us.
Well, don't text me right when the show starts.
You had a meltdown, bro. But then I say to picture you like with me, like, woo. I texted you. Did you see I texted you? I could do this all day. God, give me some blow. I'll do this. I'm like, hey, give me 24 hours.
Here's from Belgium, and thanks for everything. All right.
Oh, Jimmy, was Roger this funny? I'm happy for Roger, who lives in Arizona, that got air conditioning. Who the fuck? How do you live in Arizona?
Hey,
my house, my dog's feet catch on fire.
This was a great Murphy's Law lineup right here, man.
We got a Misfit. We got an Ace Frehley guy. We got Dean Rispel, who's like a muffin head now. And we got, look at that guy. Look at the young guy. Oh. That's in the staircase of the Continental, I think.
Oh, wow.
Todd Youth, man. You know, who's our friends, dude? It's like crazy. It's like crazy. 1 minute they're there, you know, and it's like I lost Chuck. Chuck went to LA. Chuck got murdered. Todd went to LA. Found dead alone. You know, at first it was obvious. Everyone would think he died from drugs, but everyone still doesn't know how he died. They didn't find drugs, what I know. Mm-hmm. And it just sucks that my fucking friend died in L.A. alone. Two of my friends. One laying in the street,
Jackie too.
one laying in the street, and one sitting in his house. So L.A. I got brothers there, so yo, come on, guys, let's get a little love over there. Plenty of people die over here too, but this just fucking sucks, dude.
Where
The weird thing I'm doing here is like a million.
Here you go. Rest in peace, Chuck.
Oh, what do you want? You want me to cry? I
No.
never saw that picture. Who took that picture?
You know that picture's never been seen before.
You got to send me that picture.
Yeah, I have it.
I
It was
can't.
taken-
I remember I was in Russ's house. I was in Russ's house. I was laying on the floor in Russ's room. Russ has air conditioning in his room in Belmar, New Jersey. Russ Igley, I love you. I'm laying in Russ's room, my brother, and I knew outside the room because Russ had like a living room outside his room. His parents had a big house, and I knew something was wrong. And I was like, you know what, Drew? I was like, you know what? I'll never forget. I'm like, I'm gonna go back to sleep because I know what I'm gonna wake up to is gonna be. I'm never gonna be the same. And I went back to sleep. It's for the book. I went back to sleep and I woke up. John Joseph had called and said, Chuck got murdered. And I was just like, but dude, it's not like it was in Manhattan where I could go run to where he got murdered and go just beat people up and kill people. He was 3,000 miles away dead.
It is your friend May over in Europe.
Who's that? I'm crying.
May.
Thank you. Full stop. Don't stop, girl. Come on. I'm like choked up. I'm so verklempt. Yeah, I can't talk about my brothers like that. It hurts. What the fuck? Dude, there's Paul Dordow. You know what Paul
Give us a
Dordow
good
is?
Paul Dordow story.
Paul Dordow is the guy who wrote California Pipeline. Want him to beat your sucker, so do you. Save the Medfly, let him live. The Medfly. Remember when California was worried about the Medfly? Now we have what is it? The fucking the death moth or the death wasp? No, the murder wasp. Now we have the murder wasp. I was thinking about the Medfly. Oh, the Medfly! It's a fly. It eats things. No, there's a murder now. 30-some years later, there's a murder wasp, and we're sitting in quarantine, and we're talking on glowing screens. So anyway, Paul Dordow was like the raddest. And I never say rad because I'm not from California. He was a radical. I'm going to say radical dude. He was a radical dude. But he was a fucking maniac. Paul Dordow was great. And he still is great. He joined the fucking army and was like, he was like the pastor or what do you call it in the army? He's like a priest. And he wrote books about God. It's like all of a sudden if I flipped and became like a nun. That's how the odds. Paul Dordow became like an army priest, like a famous one that wrote books and stuff. He still is.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you go. New York for the book. Yo, you Patreon. Hey, if you become a Patreon, me and Drew will tell you stuff that we won't talk about like this. And I'll even take my shirt off.
Hey, hang with me a second. Let me shout out a couple people and we'll continue. Yo, it's the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, sponsored by Fryette Amplification and New York Hardcore Comics. Just a couple of things. I gotta deal with this. Hold on. Logo that that I've used a couple of times. That New York Hardcore logo. I gotta shout out the person that created it. That's UGHC. It's RS70 UGHC. It's a graffiti thing. There's a YouTube channel, UGHC. That's the name of the YouTube channel. So check that out. I gotta shout them out. I also want to check out Joe Ramini, the Texas Silver Rush, who's looking like he's going to be a sponsor pretty soon. They're down there in Texas, and thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Also, my dad. Thanks for all the kind words regarding my dad, and we're definitely going to get him on the show again sooner than later. And so, hang in there. We're gonna get my dad back on the show. It'll probably be a Sunday Sunday A7 matinee show. We're gonna get my dad back on. So we heard a lot of kind words about my dad when he was talking about his love for New York hardcore. But there's more to come from Arnie Stone. So that said, I think I got everything covered for the most part. We got a great show tomorrow with the old school Boston hardcore guys. We're excited about that. Sub-Zero's on Friday. Sunday's an A7 show. Thanks and hello for everybody around the world. I see a lot of people checking in. My dad's, Dad, you got a whole fan club now. It's like, it's pretty awesome. That really makes us, it's really awesome here, Yeah. So that said, let's take any questions or any comments for Jimmy. Hey, look, this show's going long again, but who really cares? Do you? If you do, then go do what you have to do. Go take the garbage out. Go do what you have to do. In the meantime, it's Jimmy G.
Hey!
What's happening, bro?
What's your dad's name?
Arnie.
Arnie Stone. That's like a fucking. You should always have a gun. Arnie Stone.
Here you go.
The last name Stone. Stone. Oh, what's harder than Stone?
Arnie Stone for president. Hey, we're gonna bring on. We're gonna bring on a couple.
Make it true.
Hey, Ratbones.
Ratbones, look at Ratbones.
Hey, Ratbones, you there?
Ratbones, wait.
Hey, Ratbones.
The showdown.
Hey.
You have a smoking grandpa. I have a smoking grandpa. Yo, wouldn't know about that.
You can beat your grandpa.
Look his battery box, dude. His battery box. That's where I hide my fucking skin.
Hey, Jimmy, I want to tell you.
When are we gonna smoke dust to play Army Men?
Honestly, because we've known each other so long, I never get to tell you the story of the time I met you. Do you remember the first time you ever met me?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
I met you at City Gardens, and you guys rolled up in a van, and I was with all those kids at City Gardens.
Okay.
And you guys popped open the back of the van. You had all these cases of beer, and I'll never forget you shared them all with us.
No way.
Back then, bands were still punk, and they would have blew you off if you liked their band too much.
Blew you off
back then,
No way.
Yeah, the Saki's really hitting you.
Huh?
But I just remember you being a great guy, and you guys were all the best band I probably had met up until that point. That I really
being a great guy. I love you, Ratbones. Fuck you. I'm still a great guy.
I think that was 86 or 87 in City Gardens parking lot.
You've come a long way from living in an awning to now having a curio cabinet.
Well, my kids
and a beautiful son named Luke Skywalker.
Exactly.
You kidding me, Ratbones? You're the Renaissance man of New York hardcore. No, listen. And I love to do the Ratbones. Don't interrupt me just because we're bald. The do the Ratbones thing is. Don't make it. Is that a shirt? Make it a shirt. I want a shirt.
I got the shirt. Jimmy, I got the shirt.
What's with the shirt, Ratbones?
Hold on.
Wait. First you get on the stage, then you fall on your head, then you start.
We're descending into chaos, people. Put your seatbelt on. Hold on.
I got this new shirt.
I want the shirt that says "Do the Ratbones." Yo, remember the shirt?
I got this one for you, Jimmy.
That was 1 and 2, and it showed each move of skanking. Oh, you better put one of those motherfuckers on my fucking
Definitely got one coming.
That's a cool shirt.
You better put one of those motherfuckers under my Christmas tree.
And believe it or not,
now, Drew Stone.
Believe it or not,
no, Drew Stone chopped
series. I have another one coming out.
Yo, me and Abby were chopping up last night. This guy was like, "Oh God, what are you it's quattro. It's quattro. It's cinco de quattro, not cinco de mayo, papa." The way he sounds when we're fucked up.
Hey, Jimmy, we have a request here. Light up Uncle Jimmy.
All right, who's that? Are you
That's
over 21? Yes.
Gato Gordo.
Gato Gordo. It means fat cat. Is that Kevin Q? Lenny, I love you, Lenny. Lenny. Look.
That's true, Lenny. That is true.
You don't celebrate Christmas?
I feel like my head's not. I got my big
Celebrate the holidays.
Get the tree. You gotta have the tree up. There you go, fucker. I smoke.
Hey, let's make it a party. What's happening? It's a party now.
Hey, it's in the kid.
Speaking of 21, Jimmy, my best memory of you.
21 toenail clippings waiting for me.
My 21st birthday, I went up with you guys at the
I
tune-in.
was so hungover when I started this. Somehow it's like a show, and I like that I could mute Sid the Kid. I could Sid the Kid. Mute. No, I'm kidding.
You like this one, Jimmy.
Next week when I do this with you, we got to get the green. We got to get the green. There's a green screen, and I was so wanting to. There's an apartment, and it's like $1 million. Yeah, I'm just sitting in the apartment, Drew. Yo, did you see that they have the green screen thing? Never mind. I'm fucked up on pot. I'm sorry. There you go, kid. I smoke weed now. I'm fucked up.
The sake's laying heavy on your soul right now, Jimmy.
Heavy on my soul.
Jimmy, for my 21st birthday, I went up with you guys, tune in, and you had me come up and sing the beer song, actually. And you were filming it. It was so fucking hilarious. It was like,
I know you have a great apartment with exposed brick. Did you position that United Boots thing on the side?
Oh, wait. You mean this? This thing right here?
Oh,
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
I like your choice of colors. Do you have an extra large, and do you know my address?
Oh, Jimmy, come on. You know that. Come on.
But back to Drew Stone. Patreon.
Yes,
That's the word. Patreon. Hey, the Patreons. This show with the magic face. I'm gonna do this again. If you're having a good time, give Drew Stone some money. Patreons. Next time we'll do it with no shirt on. Next time I'll do it with a Pomeranian. Whatever you want. Whatever you creeps want. No, but seriously, I guess Drew. This isn't free, obviously, because it's so cool. Cool things aren't free, and free things aren't cool. Free things.
Everybody enjoys free.
Everybody enjoys a blowjob.
Wow.
I didn't even freeze that. Just went. Everybody enjoys a blowjob. You know what? Internet blowjob.
Hey, what's going on behind you? What's happening back there?
Navi Bones is trying to find another box of sake for fucking.
All right. Hey, let me bring Steven on also. Hey, Steven, can you hear us?
Hey,
Yep. What's up?
Steven. Hey,
Where
first
are
of all, I want to thank you for what
Where
you
are you
guys
on the
do.
train?
Yeah, I'm on the train waiting for the train to head back to Woodside.
Man, you have balls of steel to be on the train.
Well, I got to fight this crowd. Look at it.
Yeah, it's
Is there a
insane.
bathroom on that train?
Yeah, nice one.
Man, why don't all trains have bathrooms? No, never mind. I am so old. I remember when the subway had bathrooms. The Broadway station. Who was that? Who did that? Was that Stella? Stella, shut up!
Stella?
TV
Oh,
Stella Barbarella doing a TV show.
you're busted, Ratbones.
I'm in house.
Anyway, but Steve, do you remember like Broadway had like a men's room and a woman's room, and it was like a little glass booth. Heated.
Oh, yeah.
So when the train was at the next station, it goes.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't use those bathrooms now.
Steven, do you wear a mask? Don't you have to wear a mask?
I do.
Steven?
I got it in my pocket, actually, right here. But so I wanted you to be able to hear me. Last week you did a good narration as I ran for the train.
Right. Should I do a narration now?
Steve, thank you for everything you do and taking all the amazing trapping moments.
Oh, thank you. Listen,
life. Thank you, and my other friends' lives.
You guys bring all the inspiration, and I just document, It was
Thanks, man.
In fact, you know what?
Real man on the street.
The gentleman that asked you about the Misfits, playing the Misfits show, was actually the guitar player in Serial Poets in my band.
I'm not seeing this. Wow. I'll answer questions. I don't see the question.
Oh, you answered it a while ago.
I'll answer questions.
He asked you about the Misfits show at the Prudential Center.
Why can't we play shows anymore? You know what I want to do? I want to do the first show of any band. I want to do the Murphy's Law Suicide Show. Do or die. Come, share the bottle, and maybe you'll leave dead. Maybe you'll leave with the virus. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll just go back to work and make money. When are we going to play shows again? At this point, I really don't. If somebody told me, go do 200 shows and then you're dead, I'm not kidding now. Go do 200 shows and then you die. And I'd be like, okay. At least I know I'm going to do shows, 200 of them, and die doing shows. That last show, that 199 is going to be great, bro. But honestly, when the fuck are we going to be able to play shows where we could get on top of each other? Is anybody
Backyard
thinking about
party.
this? This is our life.
2021.
No, dude, don't say. I'm not. I'll rent a fucking truck, and I'll put a stage in it, and then we'll drive for 14 days. 14 days of cheeseburgers and veggie burgers, and if we all get out alive, we win.
Hey, listen, you guys, I got to wrap it up.
This has been great. Can I do this again tomorrow?
Steven, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you in a bit. Get home safe, and
You
we'll
too.
talk later.
Sid the Kid, I love you.
Get me picture of the day. Sid the Kid, thanks, buddy, and send me. Are you
Ratbones.
on with us tomorrow?
I'm gonna try to do
Luke, I love you. Uncle Jimmy loves you. Stella Barbarella,
If
I
you
love
can
you.
send me the record of the day tomorrow.
Awesome.
Patreon. You want to see more of this? Just call.
Ratbones.
Oxy Short.
Ratbones. We'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
All right, say goodbye to Uncle Jimmy, Luke.
Bye,
Bye.
Luke. I love you, buddy. Take
Hey,
care.
Luke, what's happening, bro? Let's have a moment. Let's have a moment with Luke. How you doing, Luke?
Luke, how you feeling?
Things are good. I'm playing Minecraft.
Is
Are
your dad
you?
driving you crazy?
Building a giant wall around my favorite village.
That's cool. Are you growing your hair long?
Yeah.
That must
All
be
right.
nice. I wish
Why
I could
not,
grow hair.
right?
I only grow it on my chin.
All right, Ratbones. We'll see you tomorrow,
All
buddy.
right, guys. Love you guys.
Thank
Miss
you.
You guys.
I'll be at your first
Love you,
show.
Luke. Love
Jimmy.
you, Ratbones.
I will be at your first show.
Oh, Barbara, I love you. Drew Stone, the chops are nice. Thanks for having me on. Have me on again. Hey, I
I
gotta
love
do it
you,
again.
bro.
I gotta say it again. Otherwise, Cousin Joe, I love you. What are we doing Tuesday? The Black and Blue Takeover. It's so dirty. It's so nasty. You can't watch us do it. You gotta listen. Was that good?
That was pretty good.
It's on
Listen,
Mixler. It's at Mixler. Come on, help us out, Drew. Well, let's help each other out. I'll do the. We got a screen. If we had a screen for the Black and Blue Takeover, the FBI.
Wait, hold on.
Within
Hold
38
on. I got it. When's the next
Can we
one?
put
Tuesday?
Cousin Joe on? Cousin Joe, get on.
When's the Black and Blue Takeover? Tuesday, right?
Black and Blue Takeover versus Tuesday. And you know what? You know what? It's going to be a holy one, this one. And I don't know if Joe just thinking about it. Because you know we're missing this next week? The Black and Blue Bowl. We're missing the bowl. Ratbones might have a bowl of marbles. We don't have a hardcore bowl. We don't have.
All right, here we go. You ready? How's that?
So we got.
How's that?
If you put Cousin Joe on now, I'm going to freak out. Wait. Are you trying to get Cousin Joe?
No.
Come on, let's get Cousin Joe. Cousin Joe, trying to get on. You wait for Drew. You talk to Laura. She'll send a text to Drew. And you'll get right on.
Hey, listen, Jimmy, thanks for coming on the show. It was great.
Exactly. I had the best time. Somehow,
It was awesome.
like a show when you have a hangover is gone. The hangover's gone. This was like my hangover's gone. And happy Cinco de Mayo. Love you guys.
Thanks, man.
Hey, all you people that
you
wrote in and said such sweet stuff that fucking hit me in the nuts. Thank you. That's really nice. Drew, you need to put tequila in that fucking iced tea. Everybody, stay safe. But we always stay safe. Lift the seat when you pee. Wash your hands after you poop. That's life. Let's get fucking back to playing shows and having fun. I want to watch shows and then I die. Let's do it.
I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Love you guys.
Love
Thank
you. Goodbye. Woo! Wow. That was a workout and a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Let me see everybody around the world. Thank you. Thank you for checking in. Johnny Egan, Sounds of Resistance. Thank you. Giovanna, thank you. Bill Luck, everybody. That was, let me see, Lucas in Poland. Where are you, bro? Hold on. Lucas in Poland. Where'd you go, man? Where's my Lucas post? Here he is. Lucas in Poland. Thank you. Everybody else, Upstate Rick. Hey, Upstate Rick. Hope you're doing well, man. Thinking of you. Let's see. How can you top that one, Drew? I don't think you can. Listen, man, I'm just getting started with this thing. We got a lot of great shows coming up. I got shows coming up that I haven't even announced yet that will make your head spin. We're on a great run here. And thanks everybody. Joe James, thank you, Joe James, for your support. I appreciate it. On and on and on. Tomorrow is the Old School Boston Hardcore Show. I'm super excited about it. These are two guys I go way back with. It's going to be rich in Boston and New York history. That said, I want to say thank you, everyone. Please visit my Patreon page. I appreciate the support. Do good things and good things will come to you. Take care. See you tomorrow.